Okay, this is going to be the competitive standard of tier list rankings. This is something you should show to all your friends to tell them that I'm right and you guys are wrong with your opinions. There's 32 tracks. I have played through every single Grand Prix. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do one for Grand Prix, so this might just be it in terms of tracks. Who knows? But yeah, let's just start. We're gonna go left to right. I think this is actually in the order of Grand Prix, so this will be hopefully me going down memory lane and I'll be able to remember most of these. I'll be honest, this game, I'll touch on it later. It's a little hard to remember some of these tracks, which is why I have a boring section, but I think we should be fine. First one. This one was cool. I think it's cool. It's probably not mid. I know there's not actually much interesting stuff. Yeah. There's nothing interesting in it. It should be mid. Yeah. Crown City. I don't know if I've ever played a full track of Crown City. I don't even know if there is one, if it's playable, if it's possible. There's also a night version, I'm pretty sure, somewhere in there. From what little experience you get to play in it, I think it's cool, but given how much we have, it's probably mid. This is cool. This is one with the railways and stuff. I'd say this is cool. There's a lot of moments to do like cool shortcuts and tricks. I never got the chance to do any of them. I haven't practiced them yet. This is GOAT, dude. This is no arguments. This is just GOAT. This is a whole ass like level. This whole thing is great. Out of the deserts, I'm gonna be honest. This is very mid. Ooh, it might be boring. It might actually be boring. I didn't like the desert in this game. I actually didn't. I feel like the desert in this game was a bit. It was okay. I don't even know if I'd call it mid. There was a lot of like emptiness. It's also kind of fast. So at least this one you have like railways and stuff. Not railways, but what's the word? You have like turns and like a viewpoint of where you're going. This is just kind of like an emptiness. This one's okay to be honest. It could be mid. I don't really have much of an opinion. Wario Stadium is pretty cool from what I remember. Having the audience there is always cool with Wario Stadiums. I'll be honest, out of all the Wario Stadiums in all the Mario Karts, this one is not really that up there. Maybe that's a hot take. It's not too high, so I'm gonna put it mid. I'm gonna put it mid. Airship Fortress, this is just the same thing as what we're used to. Airship Fortress is a bit clunky sometimes because I haven't played it in a long time, so I'm a bit rusty. But it's a classic track. It's really really good. I think it deserves GOAT. I mean, it's essentially a one to one. I don't see any differences, so it was pretty good. Since the DS days, I've always enjoyed this track, so I'm putting it there. DK Pass. This one is good. I think, yeah, this same thing. Since the DS days, this has been very fun. This one's very pretty. I'm gonna put it in sick. It's not GOAT status, but I'm gonna put it in sick just because I like. I'm trying to think. This is probably more of an aesthetic thing than the actual track. There's a good chance that these two are equal in track, but I think aesthetically, there's something nice about this. I don't know if it's because there's the two-way with the roads and there's the green and the yellow, and I can kind of divide that. So like visually, it always looks interesting. Well, this one, I think apart from the railways and the shortcut avenues, but like I like shortcuts a lot, man. I'm wondering if there's more shortcuts in this. I'm trying to remember how much of this track I can, but from what the little I can remember, it is kind of sick. Sky High Sunday. I know people don't really like this track. Well, not this one particularly, but I think the one that this is inspired from, which is the tour one in the deluxe DLC. I'm pretty sure it's based on that. I played it on the mobile game, and then I played it when it came out on deluxe. Yeah, I see why people don't like it as much. They kind of remade it, so at least it's a little different, but it's basically the same track as last time. I actually think functionally this track is really cool, but I understand people not liking it. I still feel like the what's it called? Is it Sweet Sweet Mountain? What is the one that came out in Mario Kart 8 in the first Grand Prix? That one is still a better one, I think, visually. This is just kind of like overstimulus, but they've kind of minimized it a little bit so it doesn't look like a mobile game, I guess. But I still think structurally this track is really cool, but I understand why people don't like it aesthetically speaking. Wario Shipyard. I know people don't like the water for some reason. The water levels in this game, a lot of people are a little like hit or miss for. I'm in the minority on this. I actually really like it. I like this one. I had a bad moment with this track somewhere where it really like shafted me when I was DK, but I like it. I think it's pretty sick. Aesthetically too, it's kind of cool. Uh, Bro, this course is yeah, it's short, dude. It's basically just going around in a circle in just 5 times in like a matter of 2 minutes. It's not even 2 minutes, dude. It's so fast. The music is good though. The music did have me bumping. I'm not gonna lie. So I mean, the music is fun, but I can't in good faith not put that in trash. This one's kind of cool. I don't know if I can really think of it as a track. I like the wildlife in there, so I would put it as mid. I would love to put it in cool, but again, I don't think I can recall the track because I'm always on the road with this one. Crown City at night. I don't know, bro. Like, I wouldn't say it's, well, actually, it might be boring, but I feel like I like the graffiti and stuff, so I put it at mid. Peach Stadium, bro, there's nothing in here apart from the traffic, so I'm just gonna say it's boring. Peach Beach, I think this is the one that people think of when they're like, "Oh, I don't like the water maps," because this one is flat water. There's not much waves. You know what I mean? This one has a lot of current, a lot of waves, so you can do a lot of jumping. It's like the beginning of if you're driving towards Rainbow Road. Um, this one is like flat water. You're very often, like very, not very often. Sorry, you're not very often gonna like find an opportunity to jump and get boost. So it makes it really dry. Salty Speedway. I remember this slightly. It wasn't boring, but I think my experience was it wasn't very challenging, so it doesn't make me think it was cool. Dino Jungle, to be honest with me, I would probably put this in like almost GOAT tier, but uh it's always at like the I don't get to play the track in its fullest. I like the add-on with the T-Rex and stuff. I think that part is cool. My intuition is telling me I shouldn't put it in GOAT. I should put it here because this one, even like the music in this one stands out for me. Yeah, there's parts of this that are iconic. I think the only thing that's like I think of the finish line for this, which isn't really that great of a finish line. It's good, but it's not like that's why I think of because of Mario Kart 7 and then like the T-Rex popping out. It's cool that you can grind on the dinosaurs though. Yeah, I might put it in GOAT. But I don't know if there's an iconic moment with the track. I'm gonna keep it there and we'll see how I feel. This one, I really, 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 really like this one. Mostly because of how you get up it and then when you're actually there. But I'm trying to think of the actual track layout. Again, this is one of those things, this game really struggles with this. You don't get to really experience the track in its fullest. That or the tracks feel a little short to me. So I want to say it's either sick or goat. I'm going to put it in sick for now. This one, this is really, really cool in the wave section. If you're anywhere else, which is essentially the first turn, the first two turns, that makes up like a third of the track, and I'm like, I guess it makes it cool. I don't know if it makes it great though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make me go, oh, this is sick. There's a part of it that seems sick. I was really excited for this track when I first saw it in the trailers and stuff, and then I actually played it and I was like, this is okay. This is not the greatest one. Like, it's okay. Dandelion Depths, I actually really like this one. I don't know what it is. When you're at the water part and you're ascending back up, I like it. I like it. I think it's sick. I don't know why, to be honest with you. I think at the very least it's cool. So if you guys would put it there, then I get it. But I don't think it's mid. Boo Cinema. I think, okay, visually, this map looks really, really cool. I love the cinema aspect, like when you're actually in there and stuff. Um, in practice, like the actual track itself is not super engaging, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna put it in cool because again, visually it's cool. Track wise, it doesn't engage me too much. There's a point where you're getting a lot of tight turns. It's when you're on the green carpet. I believe it's either right before or right after. I think no, it'd be right before maybe you enter the cinema portion. But yeah, there's really tight turns. It's really cool, but that's all like in terms of the driving experience, but it doesn't engage me too much. There's a lot of other tracks that do that way better, and we'll get to them when we get to them. But Tribal Burnouts, Burnout. I don't really care about this map. I hardly remember. There is a part where you have like an upper side and a lower side, and the ending of this one is cool. I'm gonna keep it a cool. I don't know if it's sick. There's a map that stands out way more that I feel like fits this aesthetically than this one does. Moo Moo Meadows. I mean, like it's not my favorite, but I feel like I would get crucified. I also don't disagree with this statement. I think it's Moo Moo Meadows, right? Like, come on. Choco Mountain. I don't know if I remember this too much because I remember the one after this. Choco Mountain, I think, was probably mid in my experience. I don't know if I really have anything memorable from it. I might be completely wrong, but that's never the case, so it's fine. Toad's Factory, I like this one, dude. This one was sick. Toad's Factory was really, really cool. I also realized, damn, as we get to the later tracks, it gets better. And like the start, I was worried. I was like, ooh, is this actually like this game didn't have a lot of good tracks, but now I'm looking towards the end. I'm like, oh. No, they were just all at the end, which is kind of weird now I'm thinking about it. But Toad's Factory, I actually really, really like this map. I feel like this will be one of the ones that I will like want to play more, opposed to some of the newer ones. Like out of the newer ones, this is one I really enjoy. Bowser's Castle, bro, this one was so good. The ending when you're going as soon as okay, I will hear the argument. The beginning is slow. I will 100% agree. The beginning is slow, so I understand if people are like, no, 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 I should go down a tier. But dude, the ending is so tight. Pause. But it's so stress, like not stress inducing. Like it's not stressful, but it's exactly what I want from a racing game. Which this Mario Kart, despite what people say about it of having boring parts, which I totally agree with, I think has some of the most intense parts in some of its tracks. It has the potential to have some of the most intense racing, like not F-Zero kind of racing. I mean, I can't even say on that too much because I haven't tried F-Zero, but I've tried a little bit from the little I've tried and from what I've seen of F-Zero. F-Zero is intense, right? I don't want that for Mario Kart on all the tracks, but sometimes it'd be really cool if they did that. Like just immense amount of speed, you know what I mean? Where like you're like, oh my god, I gotta like turn, bro. I gotta, there's a at the ending of this track, there is a feeling that hits me where I'm like, dude, if I mess up even an inch, I'm gone. Like I go from first probably to fifth. I haven't yet, but I'm just saying that feeling was exhilarating. So yeah, that's gotta put it in go tier, bro. There's only one other track that's made me felt that way. There's another one that kind of has a part that could have felt that way. It unfortunately didn't, but it is what it is. And then the final Grand Prix, Acorn Heights was okay. I think it's cool. Like it's cool. I find it weirdly. I guess it's not short. There's just something about it where like I notice I get to the acorn part really fast. You know what I mean? Like I think the beginning is really fun in concept. I'm like, ooh, cool. I get to like do the grind at the beginning, and then I get the double boxes, and then I do the spin, and then I grind. I land on the leaf. I do the hop, and then I go into glide, and then I do the grind into the right side. I switch to the right side, and then you're like, oh, cool. I did something cool. And then you realize like afterwards it's just like, oh, okay, now the optimal path is like the third one or whatever it is, and you do that route and there you go, that's a whole lap. You're like, whoa, that was fast. So I don't know if I really feel this actually deserves sick. I think it's cool. Maybe it could honestly be mid, but I mean, like I think it gets you, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not gonna lie, it got me in the first half. That's what it feels like to me. So this Mario Circuit is actually really good. I want to put it in sick. I actually really like this Mario Circuit. It's not too different from the Mario Circuits we've experienced. To be honest, it's probably just the same thing. But I think the turns are done really nicely. Especially towards the end, there's a lot of nice turning. And that's something I notice with some of these tracks where I'm like, I think Nintendo, weirdly enough, given the fact that they have the free roam and the fact that the tracks are kind of boring in them and everything, like weirdly enough, I think Nintendo has actually taken a step forward to try and like make their turns feel a little tighter. And I don't know what it is. It just feels nice doing like drifts in like quick consecutive order, but maybe that's just me. Peach Stadium, it's cool. I don't know if it's sick. I think it's really really cool towards the end. At the beginning, it's boring. I'm just gonna be real. It's boring. I don't know if it's the ending. There's a part where it gets really tight. I think that part is cool, but I would not put this in sick. That's for sure. There's definitely a lot of dry parts. In this Rainbow Road, bro, I'm gonna be honest. This is one of my favorite Rainbow Roads, just because I noticed it halfway. At first, I was like, "This is cool," I guess. Like the water part, I'm like, "This is weird," and the satellite part, I'm like, "Okay, I see what we're doing here." Um, Dude, the part at some point halfway, I think it's lap 3 when you get to satellite or whatever. When you get to the part that juices up your cart, from that point on, your cart is just continuously in boost. It is so fun. This you can reach like crazy speed if you have a gold mushroom. I did it with Toad. It was exhilarating, bro. It was so fun, just gliding the entire time. And I'm like, dude, it was for the first time Rainbow Road's allure was not that, oh, there's no edges, you're gonna like fall off and die. But instead, it was like you're going at such a high speed that if you don't turn well enough, you're just gonna shoot yourself off. So it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like, it doesn't feel like the track is limiting you. It feels like the track is challenging you. And that's what I enjoyed about this Rainbow Road so much. So yeah, I feel like that's a fair tier list. There's only one trash, which I'm gonna be honest, dude. It has to go there. It has to go there. To be honest, a lot of these boring ones you could just put them in trash. Maybe Desert Hill would be harsh, but like this Peach Beach one, you could. I'm not trying, like, that's probably a hot take. I feel like a lot of people would be pissed. It's funny, in the first half it didn't look too good, but then as you get towards the end of the game, like, then you start seeing the good tracks, which really makes me wonder why Nintendo made it that way. It seems like they could have made the tracks better on some of these, but they chose not to. I don't know, beats me. But I'm glad that at least we got more than 5. You know what I mean? There's more than 5 in the GOAT category. Some of these are just rehashed, like Airship Fortress. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. It's the exact same track. They have changed nothing. But we have a new track, and that's cool to me. Unfortunately, it's the one that we saw the most of, but that doesn't make it bad. So, yeah, I really like Spaceport. I'm glad it exists. I don't think there's any new ones. Oh, Toad's Factory. Toad's Factory. I think Dandelion Depths is also new. This Block Ruin is... Okay. So there's some decent amount of new ones. Maybe I'm wrong about this one, actually. I might be wrong, but I think Toad's Factory is definitely a new one. I'm pretty sure, unless it... No, I think it's a new one. I correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's a new one. And there's some new ones here. So, you know what? It's not too bad. I feel like the new ones have definitely, at the very least, come at cool for some of them. But yeah, for the very few... I actually think I was harsh on this like fairway one, but it is what it is. It's between roads. I can't do anything about it, right? Like I don't know what the track is in its full entirety. I can't visualize, and that's partially due to the structure of the game. But let me know how well I did. I'm sure I did amazing. I'm sure everyone agrees with me, but please put down in the comments, guys, because I know you guys love it when I do tier lists, and trust me, I will totally keep doing them because you guys definitely keep wanting them. And remember, like and subscribe. But yeah, in all seriousness, I will make more Mario Kart World content in the far future. I'll be streaming it and everything. So if you guys want to keep up to date with all that stuff and you like it, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a good day. Take care, peace, and goodbye.